I don't know how anyone likes these ever. Hello, welcome everybody to Evan and Matt Eat Food. This is one of the most popular flavors of crisps in the UK, prawn cocktail. If you're American, it's shrimp, but I've heard it's just mayonnaise flavored.
No.
Well, I guess I'll find out. Basically, we've got 25 different types of very British crisps today. We're gonna do a little tier list. I'd say I haven't tried 50% of these. Space Raiders, Knick Knacks, Frazzle Dazzles.
I think I've had all but 2.
Very excited. We're just gonna start off real easy. This is prawn cocktail from brand Walker's or American Lay's.
You know, that was a brave start.
It smells like salt and vinegar, so.
So you know how strawberry flavor tastes like pink rather than like strawberry?
Sure.
It doesn't really taste like a real strawberry.
Oh, sure, yeah.
This doesn't taste like real prawns. It tastes like prawn cocktail flavor.
Okay, interesting. To make sure we get through all 25 bags, I'm gonna have like 1 to 2 crisps maybe. You know what? I don't hate it as much as I thought I would. It's ketchup.
I was about to say, to try and describe this, yeah. Oh, maybe it's Mary Rose sauce flavor. To me, it's halfway between ketchup and barbecue flavor.
Yeah, I would say it tastes like if you combined ketchup with a slight amount of salt from the sea.
Prawn cocktail was the 70s starter of choice, which is prawns around a glass with mayo ketchup mix.
I've seen it from
Mary
like
Rose sauce,
old
so.
media and cartoons.
Yeah.
So if you had to rank this between S and F, what would it be?
Oh, it's an S.
S tier, really?
Yeah.
Let me have one more.
There's not going to be many from me in the S tier.
Really? Nothing good.
Yeah. Just because there's nothing
This
like
isn't
it.
bad, so I'm actually gonna give it a B. I feel like there's gonna be better ones, but I'm gonna give this a B. I'm impressed.
Yay!
Is there a difference between Supreme prawn cocktail?
I have never seen the word Supreme. I assume that is them with a brand new recipe like everyone has at the moment because they've got as far as they can get with shrinkflation and now they're just changing everything to make it a better recipe, improved profit margins.
Have you ever tried Ringo's?
No.
Ringo's are cheese and onion
My
rings.
least favorite flavor?
My favorite sour cream and onion. Second is cheese and onion.
These were invented by the Beatles drummer as well.
Haha. Haha. Ringo. Oh, you know the texture is.
Potatoey.
It's very light.
It's a potato puff in a ring shape.
I wouldn't choose this, so.
These and like Space Raiders and Discos are all in like the kind of school crisp territory for me. In that, at the very least, in a corner shop back in the day, they used to be like the 10p, 5p crisps. I don't remember this
Like
specific...
a chalk ice of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a D. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I would never choose this.
Yeah, same.
So, all right. D for Ringo's. Sorry. Better luck next time. What do you got on your side? You want to grab something special?
I'll get you something special.
Quavers.
The Quaver.
Another one I have never tried. Explain to me what this is.
These are one of those things that I fully understand to be a traditional British crisp.
Oh, okay, good. There are no Pringles, for instance, in this video, as that's just too American.
Everyone's had a Pringle. You know what a Pringle is.
You know what a Pringle is.
These are little curls that are cheese flavored.
I do love Utz cheese curls and cheesy poofs.
I hate cheese flavour.
Oh,
if someone was to open one of these on the bus next to me, I would move. If someone was to open these on the same section of a tube carriage as me, I would move.
Wow, really? They're light and curly. Okay.
I like the texture of them.
No, I actually quite like the texture.
I hate cheese flavour. That cheese flavour is better than I remember.
It's very light. It's not like hardcore cheese flavor.
It tastes way better than it smells. They smell horrible.
But I'd still give it a C, maybe?
yeah, it's a C. There's awful crisps. There's crap crisps. There's...
It's not bad, it's just not great, but like there's definitely gotta be better. What's something that you think I'm going to like out of this? Oh, you know what, wait. This is iconically British. Monster Munch. This is supposedly the stuff you had as kids, because monsters, right? I mean,
It's in the same category as the others that I mentioned. Yeah, school crisps.
even the flavor, I feel like you will not find pickled onion in the States. You'll find pickles,
Yeah.
but not pickled onion.
Yeah.
Baked, not fried. All right, sweet. I'm so excited.
I love how you're going in for a big sniff.
Odor is a really big part of like, taste, so I'm trying to get it.
We've all got so much dust.
If you've never seen a monster,
The little hands.
oh, there's hands. I thought it was like, this is him.
The claws, aren't they?
Kind of looks like Strong Mad. I thought it was his teeth, maybe.
I don't know.
You know what?
Good, isn't it?
It is actually really good.
It's like salt and vinegar flavour, but there's less salt and the vinegar's had some onions in it.
Also, the texture is quite crunchier,
Yeah.
but also softer.
This one's a corn-based snack, I think, which means it's got the crunchier crunch, whereas the potato-based snack that we had before had a lighter crunch. I'd say as if I know anything about this kind of thing.
You know, I want to give this an S tier. I feel like I wouldn't normally choose it though, so that's why I
but
feel
will
like
you now?
I don't ever have crisps. You know what? In terms of crisps, if I want to be honest with myself, I do think this deserves an S tier. S or A, it's like in between. What will you rate it? Maybe you push me up or down.
I'm going with personal opinion here. B.
All right, I'm going for A then. Push
They're nice,
me down.
but I like. It's only when I get a craving.
All right, what's up next?
Shall we go a bit more foreign?
Oh, is this Australian?
A pom bear? No.
Because that's a slur.
A pom, yeah. Distributed by Tato Snacks in Ireland.
Well, then it's definitely not British.
I feel like these are like French or something. I don't know what they are, but my brain says they're from the continent.
Interesting. Where are Palm Bears from?
They're little bears.
That is very cute. Palm Bears are from Germany. You were right. Have you ever had Teddy Grahams?
Never heard of them. Unless that's Ed Sheeran's Instagram.
It is, which I wonder if that's based on the fact that Teddy Grahams are a childhood treat in America. There are graham cracker bears.
Graham crackers are digestive biscuit, but worse.
All right, so this is the bear. I like he's got a belly button. It's quite cute.
Oh, yeah.
What's the flavor? Oh, bright texture. Taste is just salt.
Yeah, these are just ready salted. I think they do them in one of the flavors.
I see what you're talking about. Why you like these, though.
I bought a bulk box of these because I like them. I think there was slightly fewer calories than crisps, and I was going through too many crisps at the time. And then, you know that thing where you really like something and then you just suddenly go off it?
Yeah. Right.
I have so many bags of these, and I think, are they even in date?
Yeah.
By 1 week.
Either way, texture's great. Flavor is okay. I think I have to give this a D, though. I'm never, ever going to choose these, no offense. Because I like more flavor to my crisps.
Oof, but they're a treat, and I don't know why they're a treat, but they're a treat. But they're a C, because I really got...
A C for Palm Bears. What do you got over there? Something better.
Shall I get you my favourite?
Give me your favorite. Maybe I've had this one. Oh, I've never had this.
These are the best crisps.
Okay.
These are like a treat crisp.
Are they more expensive?
Seafoods.
Says the guy that had to spend £40 buying all these crisps.
I don't know, look at your receipts. And they're also Yorkshire crisps.
Ah.
Sheffield.
Oh, they're from Sheffield. I do like Sheffield.
They're crinkle cuts, which I wouldn't normally go for, but the best thing about Seabrooks is that they are purely a conduit for the grease and for the salt.
Interesting. I did like the Henderson's crisps I had the other day.
I've never heard of them. As in relish?
Yeah, Henderson's Relish. They also make crisps.
Really?
They were a little spicy. Yeah, I got them in Sheffield because my friend Bliss knows how much I love Henderson's. I throw it in every dish. All right. Oh. Whoa. That's like perfect crisp texture.
Yeah.
That's like absolutely perfect crisp texture. It's exactly how I want that to feel. Taste is just a good ready salted. I mean,
Yeah, the oil is good oil, and the salt is lots. Everything is lots.
I would genuinely give this an S tier already. Like,
Yeah.
I was actually expecting to be like, actually, Matt, but
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah, that's the best thing we've had so far.
yeah.
That's very nice. Thank you for this.
That's all right.
Introduced me to a new crisp. I don't see these in London, though.
They're harder to find. I think Morrison's do them.
They do, because I got this from
Hey!
Morrison's. All right, so this is a contentious one. It's not necessarily a crisp, but I know this as supposedly Marmite flavored. They have them at pubs here. It's called Twiglets.
Pubs.
Right? Don't they? Have I made this up?
I would never have even looked for them at pub.
The fuck is this?
Cool.
They don't look appetizing. They kind of look like bad fish food.
Oh, they're shorter than they used to be. I seem to remember them being like
I
twiggling.
feel like I've seen. Maybe these are Twiglets.
the mini-
The mini Twiglets.
The mini twiglets. Oh, they're awful. You're actually retching. So the flavour is kind of like burnt charred, but not in a good way.
Why would anyone? So sorry. I put it like directly on my tongue.
Burnt charred, but not in a good way, with that hint of Marmite and
There was no
umami in
taste.
it.
It was just taste like burnt.
Yeah.
Well, that's my first F tier, just because of how bad I felt like that was. I would never choose this. I would actively avoid it.
My memory of these is at like kids' parties, there'd be like a bowl of crisps, a bowl of Twiglets that no one is
No one
touching.
had, yeah.
Like an empty bowl of crisps and a full bowl of Twiglets.
I really want to know for anyone in the audience, does anyone love this?
Oh, people do.
No.
You are entitled to have your opinion, but your opinion is wrong.
I'm very excited for this next one. Another one I've never had because I saw a post on Reddit saying that his missus went into his car and yelled at him thinking he had slept with another woman because the car smelled like minge. Supposedly, I'm gonna get a big nose full when I open these boys. I'm quite excited.
Nose full of minge. Its tagline skips. It's a nose full of minge.
Oh, great. So they're prawn cocktail. They're light and melty, just like a minge. For American audiences, no. Here we go. I don't know what minge you smelled.
Just prawn cocktail.
Oh, whoa. That melts in your mouth.
There are two different things with this. You crunch them. Now just get one and stick it on your tongue and leave it there for a minute.
Whoa.
It's kind of like prawn cracker.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's also kind of like Pop Rocks in a way.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Because they do the kind of like...
It dissolves.
Yeah.
They're so light. These are dangerous. I'm going to give this an A, actually.
Oh, these are S.
Really? You're S for you.
Yeah.
S for skips.
Yeah.
It's weird. I've given high grades to the prawn cocktail despite me going in thinking that was my least favorite. I understand why you guys like this so much. Because now I like this so much.
Let's try these. I've never had these before. Space
sweet.
Raiders. Beef.
I've never been a fan of beef flavored
No.
things. I feel like it always is weird.
I think they are like alien head shape.
I mean, it does smell like beef ramen. Oh, I do like that you guys have so many faces. We have bears, we have monsters, we have aliens, jockstrap type shape here.
Yeah, stick that beefy jock strap in your mouth.
Oh.
It's like they've crumbled an Oxo cube on a Monster Munch.
Oh my God, that's perfect. That's exactly what it tastes like. It has the texture of a Monster Munch, but it has the taste of a, I was gonna say Rubik's Cube.
I'd never buy it.
No. I would want them and then never buy. I'm automatically in C or below.
Have you ever been cooking with an Oxo cube and you're like, one for you, one for me?
No?
No, me neither.
Solid D tier for me. It's not an F, but also I'm never gonna choose these.
Yeah, D.
And if I could choose between this and like Monster Munch all the time.
Yeah.
So. Oh, have you had these ones?
If I've had that flavour, it was when I was a kid. I would always have got the rib and saucy flavour.
Nice and spicy. I feel like spicy crisps are usually just spicy flavored. They're not actually spicy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I've never had these. Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, this is probably just normal for British people, but in the UK, when you buy a bag, they're full of individual sized bags. In America, that bag would be full of crisps, so you don't have to think this is an individual amount. The whole thing is your amount. Fun fact.
But they'll go stale. Or you'll eat the entire
Then
bag.
you buy more.
Or you
eat the bag. Yeah. Implied, you just eat the entire bag. I actually prefer the American way because it's just easy to open a big bag and pour them into a bowl. Here you have to open the bag and open the other bag.
If you're catering or doing a party, you can just buy the big bag.
They do have big bag?
Yeah. There's two sections in the supermarket. There's multi-pack crisps and then there's sharing crisps.
Things I still don't know. All right. Ooh, oh my. Okay.
I liked these as a kid because they had the proper crunch.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's sour.
It is sour. These are like Cheetos in texture. Oh my God, that is sour.
It's sweet and sour sauce, in fact.
In fact, it says here, knickknacks are knobbly bobbly. It says intensely tasty, unusually knobbly. Oh, you're right. It is sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the other flavour.
Not spicy though.
No, not at all.
Maybe it's if British people think sweet and sour sauce. Yeah, that's probably it.
We'll have all the pickled stuff we've got, but spice.
It's so interesting and unique, but it's still not something I would ever choose to get. So I'm gonna have to give it a D tier.
They're a D for me as well. I love the texture. They're just too flavoured.
Yeah.
Like I told you, my favourite crisp is already salted. So like, it's.
That's fair. It was a very good texture crisp. Oh, what do we got next? Oh, hula hoops.
A hula hoop.
Which flavor?
I mean, it's me, so I'll go original.
I'll vote for salt and vinegar.
I'll share the salt and vinegar with you. I'm intrigued how salty or vinegary their salt and vinegar.
So, growing up in the States, we had bugle.
Excuse me?
Bugles are like corn chips that are in the shape of like cones, and you put them on your fingers.
Oh, you put them on your.
I'm so sorry. You know what I meant.
I do now.
These, I think, are like that because they're corn chips, right?
The potato, but yeah,
They advertise there's no MSG as if that's a positive. Come on. I want it to be savory.
I think these are too small for adult fingers, though.
That's a good point. Oh my. That is sharp, the flavor and the texture.
I never used to have much salt and vinegar. I'd like it occasionally, but my partner's favourite flavour is salt and vinegar, and the more tongue-searingly acidic, the better. And the Grant
I also hated salt and vinegar as a kid, and then as an adult, I grew to like it as well. I actually do think this is very good. I don't know how often I'd choose it, but I do really like it, so I think I'd have to give it a B.
It's a D for me. I don't
Really?
I don't like the aftertaste of
salt and vinegar.
No, the hula hoop, the crisp.
That is true. That's a good point. And these are made in Ireland.
Are they Tato as well? Oh, they used to be KP. Okay, Tato must have bought KP.
Interesting. So these are ones that I feel like I always used to get in the meal deal because the branding looked like it was better than Walker's. But the flavors are bizarre. High sweet chicken, sizzling king prawns.
So flame grilled steak is the canonical flavour of McCoy's.
Okay, I want to try that too, though.
I think I'd like to try all three.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
These are the absolute last crisp I would go for.
Why?
They've got too much flavour on them. It's because it's flavourings rather than flavour.
Okay.
I don't mind well-flavoured food. It's just this tastes like...
Fake.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean...
It should be very similar to the beef thing.
It is. Oh my. That tastes like the cube. That
But worse.
This makes me sad.
Oh, it's got MSG in it.
Oh, hooray! I would say I really didn't like it. I'm not actually gonna have another one. That to me is an F tier. Sorry, McCoy. You're not the real McCoy. However, sizzling king prawn. Texture was great. Taste was just not.
I don't like the texture either. It's too crunchy, not crispy enough. I assume this is a prawn cocktail.
There's barely any flavor there. Yeah. I'm gonna give another F for this one.
But a different
F.
It's a different F, and I don't need to taste the chicken one now. I will if you open it.
Come on. This one's gonna be the S tier.
Just suddenly they've fixed everything with this one flavour. What the fuck?
What the fuck? What is that? My mouth went through changes of soap.
It's got something fragrant in it. Is it coriander, but flavour?
It's got a nice heat at the end.
Yeah.
I actually don't give this an F.
No, it's all the way up to a D.
I was like, maybe it's a C, but I don't.
Wait, no. It's at the top of the F for me. It's got like the menthol kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a D as well, just because these were so bad.
Fennel and aniseed.
That makes sense. Weird.
I'm intrigued. Yeah, it's fennel.
Interesting.
Now, if a company that knows how to make good crisps would make a fennel and aniseed flavor,
I think it might be nice.
Yeah.
For me, it's an FFD, and you're a FF high F.
Yeah.
So these are really popular because they used to be popular. They stopped selling them. Brits got angry. Do you add the salt yourself? You assault them. Oh. Salt and shake. I'm assuming when I open this, there's going to be a separate bag of salt. Mate, that's so cool.
Before they made crisps with all the flavors already on them, they sold them with the flavor separate.
like
Which
you do the work
means
themselves.
you can choose to taste an unsalted crisp.
All right.
And like all things without salt, it's really boring.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing to it.
So I assume people do it just for nostalgia. There might actually be more salt in it, who knows? Good right hand action.
Thank you. Has the salt actually adhered?
No.
No.
It's adhered to the bag, which is all greasy.
Yeah. The texture of the crisp is like a very standard classic crisp, though.
We could go all out and compare this to a Walker's Ready Salted.
Oh, that should be next then. I don't understand. Maybe people just like this out of nostalgia.
Gotta be nostalgic because that tastes horrible.
Yeah.
D.
I'd give this a D as well. Like, this is a crisp that you just put in a giant bowl at a party and it just stays. D for salt and shake.
And this is it made by a machine.
All right. This is the standard meal deal crisp, right?
It is the most basic, most generic crisp you can get.
But their texture is great.
It's actually crispy. The McCoys, they're crunchy, they're not crispy.
I know this is basic, but I can't fault it.
Yeah, it's an A.
It's so good at doing its job.
If this is sat next to a Seabrooks, I'm getting a Seabrooks every time.
Absolutely. I would give this a B/. I feel like if it was cheese and onion, which I do like, it would be an A.
I thought it would be an F.
But I actually quite like this. I saw a post the other day that said everyone's meal deal is acceptable, and then it just showed someone getting just ham, Walker's crisps, and Evian water, and it's like, man, take them away. If you get that as a meal deal, the Tesco thing's gonna be like, mate, we're gonna give you money because you actually spent under the cost of a meal deal to get it.
You scan it on the till and it asks for the staff member to come and check. Are
Check
you
your-
sure?
You sure about that? Either way, A to B, A to B,
A to B.
A to B.
A to B.
All right, this isn't necessarily a crisp. I would call this a cracker myself.
Yeah.
However, they're cheese flavored, which is Matt's favorite. So mini cheddars are kind of like Cheez-Its, but less addictive.
No, were they the square ones?
They're very sharp for Cheez-Its. I prefer American crackers to British crackers, but I prefer British crisps to American crisps. Oh, I love mini cheddar.
They're not a crisp, they're wheat based.
It doesn't count as a crisp.
Yeah. In fact, they're made by a cracker company. Jacobs make crackers.
All right, so it doesn't necessarily count.
Are they in the meal deal?
Yes.
Well, then it counts.
Yes. All right, I'm giving this an S tier. That's, I know. To me, it's an easy, inoffensive. I'll choose it if I have to get a crisp.
It's a C or a D. They're not awful,
cheese
but I'd
flavored.
never buy them.
I think it's
D.
just-
Like, why would I ever
D.
buy that? C, I'd buy sometimes. D, why would I ever buy it?
This is the closest to an American style cracker, I think. That's why there's something about it that I like. Interesting. What do you got on your side? I only have a couple more over here.
Let's go fancy.
Just saw the twiglets and I like
You retched
You retched
slightly,
a little
just,
bit, yeah.
just from the visual.
it's like a trauma. Like, oh. I just want to throw out there that the McCoys were all Fs, but I want the twiglets to be a new layer. That's now like double F. Get fucked. I'd burn it. I feel like I'm gonna donate these to the entire development. Be like, anyone want free crisps? I'm throwing the twiglets away.
Someone will love them.
Really?
Yeah.
So these are, whenever I go to like a co-op for a meal deal, these are like one of the posh options.
They're posh crisps. They're like kettle chips and all of that kind of stuff. They're a slightly thicker crisp.
I was meant to have the Thai sweet chili.
The Walker's ones.
Yeah, they're like a standard
Their
posh
equivalent of
crisp.
this. Yeah, they've got a posh range. Oh, there's a
Wow, that's a
small
big
one.
crisp.
Oh, that smells horrible.
Does it? Oh, mature cheddar and chive. They were like, we'll choose some synonyms.
I have a very sensitive palate, and one of the things that always powers through is the taste of onion powder, and this just tastes like onion powder.
I love onion powder.
Hate it.
It's got that nice cheesy taste. Its texture is really nice.
Texture-wise, they're just a little too thick. They're not quite. They're closer to crunch than crisp.
They're not the Seabrooks, to be fair.
This lot make vegetable crisps. I like them. The beetroot ones and
Yes.
parsnips and everything.
But you wouldn't choose these then. What's this, a F or a D?
What's F? God, look at my face.
We have different tastes, because I would rank that as an A tier.
Oh, that's an F.
Really? So you'd put this down there with the McCoys?
Oh God, yeah.
I feel like they're so different.
I file onion powder as under horrible chemical flavour.
Wow.
Let's get something that's going to sear that off.
Oh!
Sea salt and balsamic vinegar of Moderna.
Kettle crisps are much more hard, right? They're crunchier, they're more expensive.
Same as that one, really.
What?
The two brands do the same thing from memory.
Oh my god. Unit?
Whoa. You need to put it in that way around. Oh.
Wow.
I like the flavour, really. Because it's not just citric acid or acetic acid. It's actually nice vinegar.
I also just really appreciate kettle style, the ones that are like just crispier, harder.
No, too hard. They're nice. I'd still buy them, but they need to be slightly crispier and less crunchy for me.
Interesting.
Oh, I do like this flavour.
Yeah, that's a very fancy salt and vinegar, I have to say. I'm going back for more, so.
I think you'd be happy. Not a multi-pack.
Oh, yeah!
These ones tend to not be a multi-pack. A.
Yeah, this is either A or S for me, honestly. I'm trying to think of the two other S's I've had, Mini Cheddars and your Seabrooks, and I'm like, I guess for a different reason I do like these. I'm gonna give it an A. That's an A tier. A tier for the Kettle Crisps. We go for the Doritos. So I decided to throw in some Doritos because in the video about supermarkets, it's already up at this point. We talked about how there's only 6 types of Doritos in the UK, but there are 16 in the US, core flavors.
The what? Really? What are they?
Well, I don't believe that the 6 that the Doritos website says because they include Nacho, which you're aware of, Cool Original, sure. This one, Flamin' Hot. And then they said there's a pepperoni and a triple cheese. I've never heard of those. So I would say there's 4. This one though, I think you might be surprised, is actually slightly spicy. I only know Flamin' Hot as like the Taco Bell type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Whoa!
No, it's very paprika-y.
It actually burns my tongue.
Don't people do like the Hot Chip Challenge where they listen to Hot Chip's album?
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
This is like a box with like a single tortilla chip that's really hot.
That's still hot. I just drank some water and that's burning my mouth. So, I mean, it delivers on the flaming hotness, but I wouldn't want it. I actually already think I'm giving that a D, personally. Man, that's so hot. MSG is definitely a big thing for Doritos.
In the 90s, early 2000s, there was a whole
MSG
MSG
scare.
scare and it got taken out of all of our food.
Same in the US, and then it's only recently resurged. It was because of people being afraid of Asian culture.
Yeah.
Being scared of MSG is like being scared of salt. Just instead of saltiness, it's umami. And umami, what do you rank this?
D.
Yeah, that's mine. I give it a D. It's too spicy for me as well. And I like spicy food, but this is like fake, weird spice.
Yeah, it's just like they've got the capsaicin extract and just poured it on for no reason. I like
D tier.
spice with flavour.
Yes. Have you had squares before?
Yes.
I am assuming they're just Walkers, but square shaped.
The texture is unlike anything else,
All right.
crisp-wise, and it's one of the best salt and vinegar flavours.
All right. This is salt and vinegar?
They only come in salt and vinegar, I think.
Really?
I don't think I've ever seen them in anything else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Texture is very lovely.
This is a dough, isn't it? Looking at that, they've rolled it out as a dough, and then they seem to have popped it somehow, and then covered it in tongue-searing vinegar.
That's inarguably great.
Oh, that one had lots of flavouring on it. Oh.
Huh?
If you want to go down the really vinegary path on your salt and vinegar, I have been assured that Co-op salt and vinegar crisps are the most vinegar.
I think, yeah, I've heard that as well. Sadly, I couldn't find a Co-op in time, but I'd give these a solid A tier.
Yeah, so.
They're very, very nice. A tier for these boys. What's left? Oh, what's it? These are the most American style to me.
To me, these are the
you?
equivalent of Cheetos, I think.
Interestingly, no. Cheetos are more of the knickknacks shape. They're harder, crunchier, and then these are
they?
cheese puffs.
Oh.
Cheetos, to be fair, these days also make a thicker what's it style, but Cheetos traditionally for mine are the really thin, knobbly ones. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
As a kid, it was always, do you want Cheetos or cheese puffs?
Oh, I thought Cheese Puffs was a non-branded version of Cheetos.
No. Well, you go to Walmart in the States and for like, I want to say $5, you get the 2-gallon jug of Cheesy Poofs. So like, why not? All right. Here we go. Little DNA.
I remember hating these. That flavour is awful.
Really?
The texture's lovely, but the flavour's awful.
I don't know if you'd like the American ones because they're existing.
No, they're even flavoured. And
Yeah.
they're bright orange. No.
I prefer the American ones because they're even more flavored.
Yeah.
But I love the texture of these. So texture to me is S tier, but flavor because this is so light and I want more.
I need a palate cleanser. Can you
Oh.
pass the Seabrooks?
So I'm going back for these. I actually think, to me,
F.
S. This is a solid S tier for me. Opposite ending. We also talk about how British these names are. What's it? It's very cute. Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I do love the British names of things that really go in, like what's it and knickknacks and knobbly bobblies.
What is it?
What's it?
I've never had these.
Discos.
The usual flavours. Cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, and prawn cocktail.
All right, we'll try the prawn cocktail and the cheese and onion. I wonder if there is a cheese and onion you would like.
Nope.
Oh, thick yet light. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's hard.
That's way harder than I expected. Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Wheat starch and dried potato. This is like if someone described...
AI crisps.
If someone described a Pringle and you tried to make it from scratch, and
Yes.
you didn't have any of the ingredients.
This tastes so much like a Pringle, except it doesn't have the right texture. You're astute today with the crisp knowledge here. I'm blown away. That's exactly what it tastes like.
Why am I doing this? I'm not going to like it.
It tastes like a small Pringle that's too thick.
That's the least worst cheese and onion. The texture's horrible. It's like a stale cracker.
Everything you've said is correct.
F.
But the taste is nice. The texture's awful, though. Is there one more? The salt and vinegar. Maybe that saves it. Oh. They're just stale tasting. Are they stale? No, they're a whole year early, so they taste stale. I wouldn't ever want to choose something that tastes stale. All right, F tier for discos. Not a bloody disco. Isn't that what British people say for dance? We're going to the disco.
Yeah, school disco.
Yeah, cool disco, that's it.
These are
Concerning.
amazing.
Bacon flavored things I usually find bad.
I think I've only had the off-brand ones for years. These are made by Smiths, which are a proper, like, pub snack.
Oh, interesting shape.
Yeah, because they're like bacon rashers, aren't they?
It does taste like bacon-flavored things.
This is the bacon bits flavour, but on crunchy corn bits. These are addictive as well.
It does taste like I'd want it at a pub. Otherwise, I don't think I'd want it.
I think I've only had this drunk.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a kebab. You want one when you're very drunk, otherwise not really. I'm not usually a fan of corn snacks either. I prefer the potato-flavored potato ones, but I'm sorry for the frazzles. I think this is a solid C tier.
It's just scraped to B for me.
Ah.
The problem with these, and I'm going to sound old, but they do repeat on me something rotten.
They repeat on you something rotten? Does that mean you're going to shit them? Never heard that slang, so.
Never heard repeat on me.
I was literally like, he's using some slang. Repeat on me means he's going to poop it.
No.
So it comes back out the other way.
Indigestion, that's the
Indigestion, diarrhea, hey. Pepto-Bismol. I think we have one left. Oh, chipsticks. This is the most crisps I've actually ever had in the last 12 years.
Didn't you get a review of these from the person delivering them?
Yes. The guy delivering them said, these aren't famous. These aren't really proper British crisps. And what I need to do is get the standard scampy fries at a pub.
The problem with this is it's all opinion.
Yeah. Just this week, if you'd seen the news, there's a pub in Huddersfield that opened up a museum of crisps with 70 different varieties. Ooh. Wow, texturally, very unique.
It's a corn snack, but in that shape.
But I don't like corn snack usually. It's maize and potato. Amazing.
This pack contains 1 serving. How many servings have we had?
I really like the texture. I wouldn't ever choose them.
D.
I'm giving it a C, actually. C for chipsticks. They're fun, but they're not that great. They're C tier for me. All right, interesting.
Well, let's have a look at the scoreboard. We can't see it, we can't remember anything.
Wow, I remember that one right
Oh
there.
yeah, that one.
I think we should celebrate.
Fuck no. I will absolutely eat one of these again to watch you eat one again.
Let me go for the ones that have the most char. Why?
I can't believe he put them in his mouth without me putting one in my mouth first.
Oh, anything is better than a Twiglet.
While he's recovering, I'm Matt Gray. You can find me at Matt Gray, yes, on all the socials. I've got a YouTube channel. I make videos. Ooh.
Check him out. Or you can watch a video of us eating ice cream, whichever you prefer, or just do both. Porque no los dos.
Or talking about someone whose nan was on page 3 of The Sun. And what that actually means.
Thank you very much for coming on over and donating your Xbox so me and Heather can play the Halo trilogy.
You're very welcome.
Hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye. I really want to meet someone that likes these.
I think my mum likes them.
I want to meet her.